Hey, Blaine, what's wrong with you? Blaine says the headline at fox9.com bans public nudity in response to Minnesota Supreme Court ruling. This is the Supreme Court ruling last year that correctly ruled that a woman's bare breasts in public do not qualify as lewd unless you're, doing something lewd. Blaine, in a need to get out in front of a problem that does not exist, decided they needed to codify the fact that they don't want any bazungas out in public. First of all, Blaine, what do you have against melons? What's the problem here, right? Two, it's not a problem. Well, I just feel better. What was the quote that I read? This is not a problem. We have a public beach here in Blaine, said City Council member Leslie Larson. And it would be nice to make sure that we have this area covered, so to speak, added radio guy to Russia. It's a family beach. It's a community beach, and I wanted to make sure that nudity was not allowed at the beach. We did not see that to be a problem last summer, but, with the new policy, we weren't sure what to expect. How dare you? How dare you, Blaine? Is this potentially the kind of decision that could get people to flee from Blaine to maybe more watermelon-friendly communities like, I don't know, Mounds View, you would think? Where do you think Mounds View is on breasts in public? Steve is in Wayzata. Steve, what's wrong with Blaine and Wayzata? Do you welcome and honor the bare breast? Where are you on breasts, Steve?
I do, but the ones that are usually not wearing any tops are not the ones you want to look at.
That is true. That is true. Maybe if you were to pick a Twin Cities suburb, what do you think would be like most likely to be number one on your list of where you would want to see? Wayzata maybe in the race.
Yeah, it would be. Wayzata, Eden Prairie.
Beautiful women.
Bloomington.
Bloomington's a big suburb.
A buddy of mine and I went to a nudist beach once, and it was like, it shocked us for about a month afterwards of what we saw there.
Thanks, Steve. Appreciate it. Yeah. I'm not going to ask a follow-up question there. 651-461-9226. Texter says, way to go, Blaine. Great decision. I'll move to Blaine. Dan, what suburb would you most want to visit the nude beach?
Edina. There's cake. So why wouldn't you want to
see a little cake
along with your...
Yeah. Now, I feel like you didn't appreciate the Mounds View reference for what I was going for there, but it's fine. I was pretty subtle with some of the other references.
Wasn't that subtle?
Jason, cheers for Blaine. With my low testosterone, I'm likely going to grow man boobs. Now, did this person even listen? My testosterone was off the charts. Don't you think Livia would have loved for me to have low T so they could treat my low T and then put me on a billboard and be like, look at this hunka man? Thanks to, this is the second time I've been tested for low T, different people that are trying to get me to, no. Texter says not really a suburb. Dinkytown would be. Now you're thinking.
Yep. College campus
612
for sure.
Or yeah. I'd rather see a flat-chested woman than a dude with big, saggy man boobs.
Well,
I think that's right.
there
This
is-
is
yeah.
why, like, this is the non-mocking part of my view on this, that I do think, and we have theoretical and we have reality. The theoretical of this is like, boobs are boobs, man, woman. Why did we ever decide that, like, we should cover it up with women, not with men? Kind of silly. The reality is there is a difference. It's different.
Yeah.
Social and
Culturally,
historical cultural language does matter. And like, I just don't think it should be illegal. I don't think it should be illegal.
I don't think it's really harming anybody. I think if you're worried about kids, just don't make a thing of it. Oh, yeah, some people don't wear tops at the beach, whatever.
Yeah.
Kids will move on.
That's where the texter says, like, maybe men should be banned from showing their bare chest in public. I believe in Blaine now, everybody should be fully covered. Think about ticks. You got to be fully covered. We want to keep people safe. We don't have a problem with this yet, but I just want to get that law on the books. Is that America in a nutshell right there? We love laws. Like, oh, we got to pass so many laws. Love it. Basically, lecherous men want to leer at topless teenager, says a texter. Well, this texter is accurately summarizing the sheer volume of text we've had recommending Dinky Town. Which, on the one hand, I'm ashamed of you people.
Yes. What's wrong with you?
And also, like, objectively, like, it's
probably true.
pretty.
It's accurate.
Any man over the age of 45 should have to have his upper half covered, says a texter. Yeah. I mean, I don't know that I would say any man over the age of 45, but most probably.
Yeah.
Most. Too much low tea at some nude beaches, says a texter. Oh, gosh. Texter says, Jason, thanks for keeping us abreast about the situation in Blaine. Absolutely. It's my commitment. It's my commitment to journalism.
Too easy.
That was too easy.
That was too easy.
What is your favorite nickname for breasts?
Winnebagos.
What?
I'm trying to remember who there was a comedian. Used to call them Winnebagos.
Those idiots. What happened to this
I mean,
show?
be honest.
What happened?
You could make up anything and it would fit. You just put pretty much any term you want. And as long as you say it in the right way, people are going to know exactly what you're talking about.
Emily points out that she assumes many against the nudity are the same political persuasion of people that get upset about people wearing a hijab.
Well,
so do we cover up or do we not? What do you want? What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, Blaine. Ridiculous.